The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café. This is the United Podcast Network.
If you're planning on buying or selling a home, the real estate crew's got news for you at the Real Estate House Party.
With attorney Rick Carter,
Real Estate House Party.
paralegal Kathy Holtshouser,
Real Estate House Party. Come in, have fun.
and comedian Tony V. Now, here's real estate attorney Rick Carter.
Welcome, and thanks for joining us here at the Real Estate House Party. And we also have the fourth Beatle, Christine Hurley.
Fourth Beatle.
You got
What?
Rick Carter, congratulations.
I
Under
announced.
a minute.
I know.
47 seconds, and our guest was introduced.
Isn't he something?
That's because of our
unbelievable.
meetings we've had all
Oh,
week.
my God, what a professional.
Well, Christine,
Isn't he a professional?
Tony yells at
You know
us
what?
every single week because
he
we
doesn't-
go off on a tangent.
8
We're
minutes in.
7 or 8 minutes in.
You know what?
We
I
don't
get
introduce our guests.
So many of those comments after the Real Estate Podcast show, they say, Rick, you are such a professional.
You're professional.
Yeah.
Not only in the real estate realm,
In every realm.
Every
but
realm.
in the podcasting realm.
Absolutely.
Yes, you should
Absolutely.
write a podcasting podcast.
I said that's what I said. I said, so isn't it cute? He brings his notes.
No, China.
Yeah.
You could actually do
The date on these notes are October 23rd.
2016.
You said you were going to be serious today because you went a little bit off the
nothing.
rails.
I went a little off the rails last
You're a
week.
Mr. You're a Mr.
I gotta
Hee-Haw.
listen.
All real estate today.
Okay, let's hear it. What do you got?
100%. Well, I think we're at the end of a cycle. It's not quite. We're not quite on the bubble yet, but
It's a buyer-seller's market.
It's a seller or buyer market. One of those. Yes. I think inventory is tightening a little bit.
Yes.
And new home growth is affecting that.
Yes.
You're good for Google because you're throwing out all the buzzwords to real estate. I hope
Well,
Ed
the
Sullivan.
inventory, let's argue though.
Yeah.
The inventory I actually think is opening up, right? Isn't there more inventory
There's
on
more
the market,
inventory.
which is driving the prices
Not
down?
as of 4 o'clock this morning. When I do all my research.
different communities, it's different environments.
Right, yeah. All I know is my house is not for sale, and that's what I base it on, my own experience.
So your house is off the market now.
Off the market.
We should get rid of these notes. Kathy, we should ask Christine and Tony.
Yeah.
Since you brought it up.
I didn't
Your
bring up
house,
anything.
Christine's house.
Yeah. Right.
How you guys were as buyers and sellers. Have you ever sold a house or you just child's
I was going to ask Christine how she got that ring.
Sometimes.
That's for another episode.
Listen, I know how she got the ring.
I do too.
I want to know what she had to do to get the house. If that's what she does to get a ring, the house is...
Let's just say more than me was involved.
No,
Yeah.
you bought the house without Jimmy knowing,
Remember that?
right?
How did you remember
I
that,
did,
Tim?
remembers
because
this
I
stuff.
thought that was crazy.
Yep, he was I was dropping my kids off for a play date in my favorite neighborhood, and I pulled up and there was a FSBO sign for sale by owner, and I went up and knocked on the door and said, "I'll be back." So I went home and got the checkbook, gave them $12,000, told Jimmy 48 hours later. He was at work.
We're moving.
I said, "So listen,
I went
got
on
some
a
good
little
news
bit of
and
a
bad
shopping
news.
spree.
you know, there's a house for sale in Colonial Settlement." He said, "Oh, we'll go look at it." I said,
No, there
"Well,
isn't."
we bought it."
Oh, it's been looked at. Oh, it has been looked at.
We're glossing over the fact that you wrote a $12,000 check out of your personal.
I know.
And you didn't have
Out
an
of-
attorney review anything,
And
or
P.S., I wasn't even on the checking account.
would you
You weren't
forge
even
Jimmy's
sign it?
name? Oh,
Yeah.
You could probably sign his name better than him.
We probably don't even own the thing. It's all
You're probably not
everything
even...
was forged.
You're probably not even married to him.
I'm probably not.
Probably not.
I know I'm not on the
Probably.
deed. I'm probably not even married to him, Tone. Can you
That could be.
imagine?
Oh, how
We'll have to
sweet,
talk about Kathy Holtshouser when she purchased. That's for a show.
Yeah.
After the show,
Yeah.
we're going to talk about that.
when I got mad at Stu, he got mad at me about something. I go,
Yeah.
"Don't worry, you don't even own this house." He said, "I'd like to see a copy of the deed."
I love it. I love
And you know
it.
who prepared the deed.
Big C.
You know who notarized the deed. You know how took the loan out and signed. Yeah.
Good for you, my
Yeah.
cat.
Let me ask you this. then in a semi-serious way. Given that he's not on the deed, right?
Well, he is, but
yeah,
I was just
let's say
lying.
you're not, and you're a husband and wife.
Yep.
Right? Because of like common law, do you have
Homestead. You've been learning on the show.
You are.
I am more than just a pretty face.
Well, you know,
I tell you that all the time.
if you have automatic homestead,
you have
rights,
homestead,
but
your spouse can't do you out of your hunk of the
If you're
house
alive.
if you're alive.
well, they can't displace you from your
Principal
primary
But can they
residence.
sell the house and not give you the proceeds?
Well, yeah, but they can't kick you out of the house without your
I see. So
they
you
can't
don't
just
have to
displace
go.
you.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
you
okay.
have to go. You have to sign off
Right.
that you're going.
If you are not on the deed,
Yes.
this is good for me to know.
Yeah.
So you're gonna
We
move.
can help you,
I'm not
Christine.
even on the
if you
checking
need us-
account,
if
honey.
you need-
Believe me.
This is why you need an attorney.
I get.
need
I
us
get.
to
Do you know I
set
don't
you
have?
up.
I do not have a credit card. I do not have a debit card. I get an allowance. There's a little embarrassment for
Oh,
you, right?
wow.
I get
Isn't
an
that
allowance too.
Yep. I don't have a credit card. I don't have a debit card. I am given my allowance.
Is this because he's found you on the front lawn a few times?
This is because
Waking up with the sprinkler
this is
through your hair?
That is one of many problems. There was. I think I told you the American Express story, right? Remember that story?
No.
Go
When we
ahead.
first got married, he gave me an American
Oh,
Express,
yeah.
and I jacked it up $2,500 in 1 month.
Yeah.
Because I didn't realize you had to pay it right back. So they kept calling him at work. He's like, "What? No, I don't. No, I don't shop at the Limited. I don't shop at Macy's. I don't. What? No, you're mistaken. This isn't me." So then they said it's Christine Hurley. So he said, "Oh, that was ugly."
Yeah.
But what I had done in the meantime, I was so nervous the bill was going to come. I went to the post office and filled out a "We're on vacation" card.
So that all the mail gets
So the
out.
mail and I got too comfortable with it because
Yeah.
7 weeks of no mail. Jimmy's like, "I can't believe we're not getting any mail." I'm like, "I know, it's crazy,
Lucky me.
craziest thing." So the mailman thought it would be nice to just show up one Sunday afternoon with the box of mail that we had
bills.
left at the.
Oh, my
It
God.
was an absolute horror show. Absolute horror show.
Is this the reason you're not on the deed?
This is one of them. Yes, I don't own a vehicle.
I was feeling bad for him for
Yeah.
a minute, but then
He's crafty.
Yeah.
don't
Oh,
do-
he's crafty.
He's evil.
You had a change of address.
I
at
know.
The
Isn't
post
that awful?
office, and
Yeah.
he's
We're on
wish I thought of
vacation.
that.
I know.
Yeah, it was so relaxing. Like for
oh,
6
it's
weeks,
great.
no bills,
Right.
no nothing.
But you knew the other shoe was going to drop, Christine.
I really didn't. I don't think I did. And then you know what I used to do? I used to go to I used to sneak checks out of the checkbook, right? And I'd go to Shaw's and I'd write a check and I'd buy $4 worth of groceries, but I'd do 100 extra in cash.
We know people that do that.
And then I'd run across the street to Stop and Shop and write a bouncer to them to get the cash to cover the other one.
Is that what you call it, a bouncer?
Yeah.
Well, you always think it.
Yeah.
That's like the that's
One
like,
word, kite.
Yeah.
Not proud of it.
No, that's like the scene in the Bronx Tale when the kid keeps getting his report card sent home, and they go beat up the mailman. He don't get no more mail. All his mail comes in. Okay.
You know, that idea would have been good for our staycation episode.
Oh yeah.
Because we had this episode where people, can't afford to go away, so they stay at
Stay-
home.
in
Yeah.
Bill
They have-
Ricca.
They so they have a staycation. But imagine if you had a change of address form too, so you'd get no bills for that whole
For that
month.
whole
That
week.
would be a
Yeah.
very
I found it to be brilliant.
Yeah.
I thought it was a
was.
stroke of genius. I really did.
In the
I-
short
yeah.
term.
Exactly.
Short term.
And when I did it, and it was so easy, I just went to the post office and they said, "Oh, you're going on vacation?" I said, "We are."
Yes.
I'm going on vacation from a beating. That's what I'm going on vacation from.
Oh, good. We're back on the rails this week.
Yes.
Do we have any subject?
Yes, we have plenty of subject. We have plenty of subject.
But now you paint a picture of Jimmy Hurley that's not quite.
I know. Jimmy's
I
a
know.
really
He's
sweet
such a
guy.
sweetheart.
He really is.
And he doesn't weigh 290 pounds.
He wears a Spanx.
Yeah.
Cornstarch him up, and
He's the nicest guy. He works for the fire
he
department
does
too, right?
for the town of Randolph.
And,
Yep.
and he's also a pretty good shot with a gun.
He is. Tony does the
I've
shootout with
I've
him every
shot
year.
skeet with him.
Yeah.
And he is
He's
dead on.
Yep, eagle
Yeah.
eye.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with Jimmy.
right.
Hurley.
No,
And he
he's
would
good.
save you in a fire, even if you weren't hanging
Well,
out
he
of the
would,
second
because I'm the
story
gravy
with the
train.
with the
Yeah.
bucket of chicken.
Nice.
How things have turned.
I-
Yes,
Yeah.
the bucket
Yeah.
of chicken.
Yeah.
And,
Did you see the car she pulled in today?
yeah.
No.
Oh, I got a nice new ride.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, let's back to
killing
the
it.
back to the original questions. When you were buying your house, you guys,
Yeah.
Well, Christine's out of this because
Yeah.
she just went up to a house, no home inspection, no nothing, and wrote a
So
check.
this is where we're at. Well, this is because we want to see how much you've progressed since you've come on to our show. And you would learn never to do that now. You'd want to get an offer in and have your favorite attorneys review it.
I would hope I would.
Yeah.
I'm very
No, she wouldn't.
spontaneous.
You're
I would hope.
spontaneous.
Yeah, I literally. Yeah.
So this one, you just literally knocked on the door. You,
Yep.
you gave him. Did
She
you
was
even
a
sign
lovely
an
lady.
offer?
She was a lovely lady.
Yeah.
You know what is terrible is a couple weeks ago, she was very nice. They were going through a divorce, I think. And a couple weeks after that, we went to dinner with friends, and my friend Charlie said, "Oh, my brother just bought Arnold Schwarzenegger's house out in California." You know Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
I said,
yeah.
"Well, we just bought." I said, "We just bought Susan and Richard Harvey's house." I said, "She's a school teacher. He's an alcoholic."
So there.
So it was an ugly divorce. They just wanted to get rid of it.
Yeah.
It was very cute little house, but not good for 7 people.
No.
No.
You got. There's a lot of Hurleys.
There's a lot of Hurleys, and
You just wanted the neighborhood, right? You
I just wanted the neighborhood.
yeah.
I figured we'll figure
We'll
something
figure it out,
Yeah.
right.
And hence 15 years later, no,
You're still
Jimmy and I
there?
are still sleeping in the dining room. True, honest to
Nice.
God. Yep.
Now, how about for the mortgage financing? Did you even think about that? How to get approved for a
No,
loan?
because I don't do that.
See, she just told you she's not even on the checkbook.
I'm not.
She runs out credit card bills.
I
You
have
think they
never
get a letter
signed-
or anything?
I have never signed anything.
Never.
No.
Smart girl.
I'm like from the 50s.
She's just a foul-mouthed Lucy.
That's how we remember.
I think I just got your new intro.
I'm a little old-fashioned.
So that's why when you drive up the driveway and you still see the light on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you
I
just
pay.
have to go in. Right.
I pay.
I
Yeah.
wish we could give you a line
After you
that.
drive around the neighborhood a couple
exactly.
times.
But I do pay.
Yeah, I bet
wish
you
we
do.
could give you a line that you did at Joe Yanetti's wedding.
Oh,
You would tell me.
that was off color.
You?
That was not.
Nothing for the podcast.
Yeah, I remember poor Joe and Emer's face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? What did he expect?
Exactly.
know.
I said, you don't want me to go up there.
No. I refuse.
You are a smart man.
You're a smart.
You're
Joe,
a smart,
Joe
smart-
Yannetti had the biggest faux pas of any, and it got kind of glossed over. It's his third wedding, of course.
Right.
So he's putting the ring on her finger. He goes, "Oh, I always get the wrong finger." Did you hear that?
No.
That's the best. I totally didn't hear that.
Wow. You think with all the
Was
practice.
he serious?
I think he was. Yeah. He goes,
That-
I always get that wrong.
That is the best.
He should do what they do in hospitals and mark it up real good. So
Exactly.
So they
Put
don't-
an X.
Right. Put
Yeah.
an X right there so you don't hack off the wrong foot. Right.
That is hilarious. I can't believe you said that. That's
was the
that might be the
funniest-
funniest thing I ever heard him say.
Oh, God. I said, did anyone else hear that?
Oh,
I
I
know.
missed that one. That's awesome.
I know. I had Don Gavin on one side and Kenny Rogers on the other side.
Yeah.
So I'm
Surprised you could hear anything. Guess who was in charge of babysitting them at the end of the night?
Oh,
were?
boy.
Because Don says he was in charge of Kenny Rogers. And I go, oh, boy.
And then Jimmy was in charge of them.
Oh.
Oh, it wasn't pretty.
Well, let's just say we left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job watching them.
Not good at all.
Donnie says to me, don't let Kenny go up and talk. I go, he just walked up. He's
Yeah, what are
starting
you
to,
gonna- what can I do?
He's,
Yeah,
He's a
what
big
am-
you were
boy.
right, though.
What am I going to tackle him?
Yeah, he's a big boy. Yeah.
Yeah, they said, Tony, you're next. I went, no.
No, I'm not.
No, I am not.
No, I
Yeah,
am not.
yeah, you were smart about that. All right, so no
Yeah.
financing because you don't deal with that
No.
stuff. You had no idea how much you were going to get approved for.
Nope.
You didn't know your mortgage amount. Okay.
I,
How about you when you were buying? I just want to see how much we've advanced since the real estate house party has.
well, I was renting in the house that I now own.
Oh, you were. Okay.
I had one floor there, 2 bedrooms.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
So
that.
he too wrote a check.
Yes.
Yes.
And then
And didn't sign
That's
anything.
And
right.
then the guy who owned it.
But this is
lived-
your first house.
This was my first house.
Yep,
Yes.
yep.
This is my only house, as
Right,
far
right.
as I know. I mean, I've had blackouts before, so I might own property somewhere else, but no one's come forth.
And Kristen could have a Christine Hurley trigger finger
Yeah,
with the checks.
checks. I wouldn't know. There's a period from like the early 80s to the mid 90s where if somebody came up to me and said, hey, I'm your long lost son.
You owe me.
And you owe me. I go, okay.
Here you go.
Yeah. And you left me to run the bunny ranch.
Right. Here's your proceeds. There is that period of my life, and I don't shy from it.
Crystal and Lolita have been great to me since.
Crystal.
All right, so you're renting.
So I'm renting the house, and the guy lives below. He lives 2 floors. He has a duplex. And there's a middle floor, and then there's an apartment above us. I can't remember who lived there. And then so he wanted out. He got a divorce. Same deal. He got a divorce. He started partying a little bit too much, and he met a woman. They, had a torrid affair for about 3 weeks. She got pregnant. Wanted to move to the suburbs.
Awesome.
It's great. And so I bought a half share of the house. We started I signed some agreement that I don't understand, but
Seemed like a good idea.
Back
to my original point.
So we were partners in the house, and then about 4 years later, I bought him out.
Okay.
He's probably kicking himself now.
Oh, it was ugly then.
Can you imagine?
It was ugly then because and the only reason I did this, my mother worked in a bank. My mother was vice president of the East Cambridge Savings Bank Assunta. By the time she retired, she worked herself up. So she was my personal banker.
So she took care of everything.
She'd go, sign here and give me this much money. And I'd go, okay.
That's perfect.
Sounds like a theme here.
Yeah. It was great. We're comedians. We're not.
Right.
You know what I mean? My head doesn't work that way.
Like, you know what Tony says? I got Bon Jovi lyrics
Right. If I could
can't
fit
expect
good
me to
stuff,
add up these numbers.
If I could fit stuff up there, I would.
you
But
have
it's
some good
fully
stuff
useless
now up
junk,
there.
And so then about 4 years, I guess it was about 4 years later, we bought him out. And after we signed everything, and he made a profit. I didn't screw anybody, but in today's market. But then the wife was livid, and for a year she was trying to chase us for more money.
Maybe that's who stole the Elvis.
Could be.
Yeah,
could be.
I know.
You are right
I'm
on.
like a sleuth.
You are like a sleuth.
Right.
You're like murder she scribbled.
I know.
I remember.
My whole life is like I have to figure stuff out.
I remember she goes, I'll have you out on the street by, January. And I go, I've been there before.
Doesn't scare me.
I'm not that freaked out by that.
Don't you threaten me with a good time.
That is not the way to get to me.
You don't think I've slept in a Hyundai?
Please.
Oh, the grass is comfortable, right?
The grass is very comfortable. Very.
Until the sprinklers come
Very
on.
comfortable. Exactly. I was upset that morning because I had a beautiful maxi dress on.
A maxi dress.
Yes,
nice.
it was gorgeous.
Sure,
my espadrilles and everything shrunk.
You learned your lesson.
Oh, I did. Never again.
We had last time you were here, we had Jimmy Hurley in the studio, and I said, "Oh, so that was the one time you did it?" And I see Jimmy put up. She's done it twice.
Yes, that was true. That's another thing I'm not
you didn't learn from the first one.
And he told you he brought the kids out.
Oh yeah.
That's
the kids
the
out of bed.
worst.
They came downstairs.
Yeah.
Said, "I want you to see what alcohol does to you. Look at your mother.
The walk of shame.
Look at this tart."
But we're so proud of you. You said you're going to give up alcohol for October.
I did, and then October 2nd at noon, I said, "Well, F it."
What, the one day was too much?
Oh my God.
You gave it a shot.
I said, "Jesus, it's raining. Someone took my car keys by mistake. I'm here alone."
And what'd you say about Kathy Holtshouser? Someone said, "Where's Kathy? She's running late." And someone said she's probably out drinking. And you
I
said,
said, as she should be. I hope so.
Yeah.
That's my hero.
Yeah. Thank you for understanding,
Nothing
Christine.
day drinking. I'm a medalist.
A dager. It's usually a dager.
I like a dager. I
Yep.
like those.
yeah, but then when you come out of the bars, when you're doing that, and it's 5 in the afternoon, and
it's
it's still
sunny.
bright
Don't be
out.
judging.
I'm not judging. I'm just
How do
saying.
you know it's still bright
It's
out?
guilty. You feel guilty for a minute.
Or not? Not even.
You know.
All right, so you had a banker involved, so at least you.
His mother,
my
his
mother.
mummy.
Yeah, well, it still counts as a banker.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
She was a legitimate banker.
Yeah, right.
And then we had some, the bank attorney did all the paperwork, and I would just go sign stuff.
Just kinda-
Sign here, sign here, sign here.
Yeah, I mean,
And
I've
then-
learned a little bit.
Did you have
Were you married then?
No.
Oh,
No.
wow.
Nope. Kristen and I were together for like 11 years before we got married.
Wow.
She on the deed?
She is not. She is now.
Thanks, Rick.
I guess she's gonna have to
Are you on the deed still?
be. I wouldn't know a deed if somebody put it in front
Yes, you would.
of me.
I don't know if I would.
No,
either.
yeah, no, we're all legit now.
I have someone who's watching us all the time, who's a client of ours, Len Edgley.
Yeah.
He says, "Is Tony really a realtor? You were so you were so impressive with your
wow.
realtor speak." So yeah, he was asking about
Yeah,
that.
he could be.
He could
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
He could be. So
You certainly could be, Tony.
I-
You got the brains,
Please
honey.
don't give people ideas. I don't want a job. I
Oh, right.
I got
That's how I
one.
feel,
You already
too.
have a
I've got
very
one.
strenuous
I've got
job.
a job.
Right.
That's how I feel too.
I know.
Gee,
You
oh,
guys, I don't
thank
know how
you.
you do
I'm
it.
working 3 days this week.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. For a total of
Look at him
90
rubbing his
So
minutes.
am I. So am I.
That's what I would say. Work is a four-letter word.
Yeah.
It certainly is.
I'm not doing it.
No.
all right.
I've seen what it does to others.
I
and
do too,
I
yeah.
don't like it.
They
Look at
age.
Kathy still smiling after all of
And
this.
she looks
It's fake.
fantastic.
Yeah, but Kathy, I mean, you can't, I mean,
I'm on a roll, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to take as many days off as I work from here till December 31st.
Every yeah.
and how is that different than every other
I
time of
don't
the year?
understand.
I don't.
So I'm going to like
She's
take
known
like
as one on, one off.
yeah.
Okay.
like a
All right.
fireman.
Yeah,
That's-
it's
you
a
should.
challenge.
Yeah.
And I'm going to see
You
if I
should.
can do it.
I think you can do it,
Yeah,
Kath.
I think
have
so,
faith in
too.
you. I have faith in you.
Every
I'm going to
time-
give
You
it
deserve
the go.
You deserve
Christine,
it.
every time she gets aggravated at work, the next day she says, "I'm not showing up."
I
Yeah.
could feel.
You couldn't do that at your real estate office, could you?
Yeah.
Oh,
you worked
my,
at-
yeah.
You could.
Oh, they
She
were, I was
read
terrible
novels
there.
at the desk.
I was terrible there. I used to be like Miss Mellons. Remember Miss Mellons
Oh,
used
I
to call
love
Maddie in the morning?
Miss Mellons.
This is
Hello,
Miss Mellons.
Maddie.
She does
The
that too.
secretary, yeah. I can't come in today.
I need to make a salad
I gotta
for
cook out in
Friday.
2 days.
When I was a waitress, they used to call me Hurricane Hurley because I'd call every morning and I'd say, "Looks like rain." Don't think I can work the patio today. They said, "Well, you don't ever work the patio." Oh, I think I'll take the day.
Yeah.
So you think, Kathy, you've been
She has
tutoring
faith
her.
in-
Kathy's a way harder worker than I ever
Yeah.
could be.
Absolutely.
See?
Okay.
So
Oh my God, are you
Alright.
kidding
I
me?
gotta I gotta lower the bar for
Honey, I
other
couldn't-
people.
I couldn't hold your file folder. I couldn't.
Yes, you could.
No.
They're empty.
Kathy never drank at work until she met you. I think that's.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
This isn't water, by the way. Have you guys sipped it?
Yeehaw.
You know, W.C. Fields has an old line. It has to be old. It's
That's all right. We're
But he says-
letting it go.
He says, "My second wife drove me to drink. It's the only thing I'm grateful to her for."
Oh God. Oh God. So who thought we weren't going to talk real estate? All right. So
No,
no.
23 minutes? Do you have
23
any
minutes,
pearls
all
of
right.
wisdom?
We got real estate.
Yeah,
in
we
it.
did good.
Did you do a home inspection?
I heard the word
No.
house.
No, she didn't.
Did you do a home inspection?
And-
You already
No,
lived there,
he
so you
didn't
didn't
either.
care.
I inspected
And
it.
I
She wrote a check.
And
Out of
we
a
had
checkbook. She didn't even know what the
oil.
balance
We had
was.
oil in the basement.
What
You
do
had
you
oil
mean?
in the basement?
Yeah, like a leak.
like
Is that
oil.
a problem?
Oh.
That had happened with the previous owners, and they didn't disclose it. And
Really?
so every
Why
once in a
would
while,
Why
You
would
showed
she?
up
Because you
with
just
it.
wrote her a
Exactly.
check.
I just said, nope, we're not going to inspect it. We want to close, and we want to be out.
Yeah.
Sold my house.
You
in
showed
in a
all your
day.
cards.
I did.
So
I
what'd you
did.
do about the oil in the basement? Did you
We
get your
had to-
firefighter friend out?
We had to get the whole thing taken out, and
Yeah.
the big tank.
Yeah.
It was a mess. It was
Did
awful.
you convert the gas?
We didn't. We don't have it.
Oh, you still have oil?
Mm-hmm. It's awful, and it's terrible. It
Yeah.
smells like a mechanic's garage down there. It's awful.
Still?
My poor kids. Oh my God, they're gonna have the black lung by the time they're 23.
Why? Because they all
They're like
live
a
down
bunch
in the
of coal
basement.
miners. Yeah, they live down there. They play their games and everything. They come up. I'm like,
You're driving around.
someone
you-
had a bad day at Jiffy Lube.
Don't light a match.
You're driving around in your nice new Cadillac, right? And they're living in the basement.
Peons. Yeah, you can't come up today.
You deserve it.
Thank you, honey.
Yeah, after all those years.
That's right.
Driving them
That's
to
like
school.
we just had a string of birthdays. Like four of them had birthdays.
How many kids do you have?
Three. Yeah, three of them
Look at
just
she's
had
counting them.
birthdays.
So 3 of your kids have birthdays close together?
2 in October, 1 in November, 1 in December, 1 in January. So that
Wow.
we call it the fertile quarter.
Yeah.
And so that like the third birthday, and they come right on top of each other. So I said, I said to Jimmy, I should be getting the gifts.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
You did the work.
Don't you think? It's my birthday.
Right.
Yeah.
What did
Oh,
they
that-
do? Flopped
Right.
out like
Nothing.
a fish.
Right. Yeah, big deal.
And then all they did was take.
Take.
For 25 years.
Look at my body. Should be my
Look at
birthday.
us.
And they get the best part of the basement to live in.
They're lucky.
Well, it's free, I'm sure.
Oh my God.
So
free to them.
So all three of them.
We had we had 2 birthdays. We got another one coming up November 7th, then December 17th, and January 27th.
Summer
All right.
17th.
Wow,
Sagittarius.
that's- yeah, is that what they are?
Yeah, that's what they are. Yeah. Any school stories?
That's my bright one.
She's not the one at Petrucci's, is she? Those old rolls aren't going to get made on their own.
No,
you
they're
know.
not.
No.
No, they're not.
She's a role specialist.
She's a roll specialist.
Yeah.
She absolutely. She absolutely.
She's the role engineer.
She is the queen of yeast.
Which could be a
Thing,
thing.
good or bad.
All right, we talked too much real estate. Let's talk the garden.
Oh, my God.
Let's talk about Boston Garden.
Oh, yeah.
You guys have played the Boston Garden.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I just did it about a month ago.
I know you
Yeah,
did.
and
How's
Christine's
that?
doing?
I know.
It's
That's what
coming
I'm
up
going to
this
talk
Saturday.
about. That's what
Oh,
I'm talking
big
about.
night.
Yep, big night.
That's
Very
right.
nervous.
Is it your second time doing Comics Come
It
On?
is. It is. Yep. But they told me in June, and I went for my fitting last night for my outfit. I'm having an
Oh,
outfit made.
they make you your own
Well,
outfit?
they don't.
They don't.
But
But somebody
I
gets
hired
it?
the lovely David
So
Joseph.
what's it going to look like?
It's beautiful. It's like a red jacket and pants. But
well,
it's like
wait.
It's got sequins all over
You're
it.
going to
and
clash
And what
with
kind
Lenny.
of shoes?
I could. He is worried. I have
Oh.
these big black high heels with like mesh, and they're-
Are you going to wear the ring?
most definitely.
Are you going to tell the ring story?
That's up
I
in the air.
really-
I don't know.
I really think
I'll
you
see
should.
if they deserve it.
Or you can tell them about Chris
I'll
Parker
feel
at
them
least.
out. Yeah, I'm going to tell them that. Yeah, I will
Okay.
tell them about that.
Gotta
But
tell them about Chris
That's
Parker.
yeah. I got five of my favorite. The other one is the wine coolers.
Did you see the Hurleyville thing? That's
Yes.
who sent me that.
Oh.
Chris Parker sent me that.
Chris
He's
Parker.
In,
He's still talking to you?
He loves me. I'm making him
Of course
famous.
he's talking to
Oh,
her.
yeah.
Oh yeah, him and Bill Nolan, they would, they
course
would
they're
love a
talking to you.
Christine sandwich. I bet they're talking to me. I'm making them famous.
Just to get your
That's
kid
why
on the
the
team.
kids are on all the
Absolutely.
all-star teams,
Yes,
huh?
they are. Yes, and they're terrible athletes. P.S.
Doesn't matter.
Nope, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
That's what
Hey.
just goes to show you.
We use your line. I've told you this a bunch of times, but every time like Kathy's calling like the towns, she's looking for a municipal lien certificate, which are hard to get out of the town.
No, I would never do that for a municipal lien certificate.
That does sound a little desperate.
How about for a mortgage payoff?
Absolutely not.
Oh, I would.
Only to get
Mortgage payoff?
my kid into a school
Absolutely.
or onto a team.
Bottom line, when
Yeah.
you're a mother, that's
Yeah.
what you do.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
You use the tools in your kit.
Use the tools in your kit.
You know what? If you're going to learn anything today, you use the tools in your
I-
kit.
Ed
I'm-
Sullivan's
you can
writing
do
this
no
down
more.
as we speak.
Yep.
You can do no more.
I'm like Lady MacGyver.
And you didn't even have to wear Lululemons to
I
get
did
that
not.
kind of attention.
I did not. Nope. Oh no. It was
Yeah.
all
Use the
All me.
tools in your kit.
Use the
All
tools
me.
in your kit. Hey,
all me.
So the garden. Let's talk about your experience. We're gonna go back to the comics. Come
yeah,
on.
I did
You've
Comics
done
Come
Comics
Home a
Couple years
times,
ago,
yeah,
right?
a couple years ago, and then I just opened for Bill Burr
My
a couple months
favorite.
ago,
Which is
about a month
amazing.
ago, which was
how,
great.
how many people does it hold?
I
Like 15,000?
yeah, I think it depends on how it's
Yeah,
Well,
obstructed.
around.
It's I
It
was,
holds
15,000
17 to 18,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
but it's
15
what's
is the
obstructed.
average.
right, but you take you got to take some off for the stage.
That's all right.
He had the stage in the middle.
Which I love.
In the round.
Oh, so he had the most.
So I think he got the most
What a
out of it.
great idea.
It was great. It was a lot of fun. And I got one of the best compliments I've gotten in my life, from one of his people, which he said at the after party, he said to me, "You managed to take the Boston Garden and turn it into a comedy club."
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
Tony.
That's
Which
nice.
is exactly how I approach
got
it.
the chills.
A lot of people go out and they, "Hey, Boston,"
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I just go,
Oh, right.
"Oh."
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I would imagine it's a tough transition
It's-
from giggles or where you're
It is.
very
Yeah, I mean,
comfortable to such a
yeah.
big venue.
Yeah, I mean, but you can't think of it because if
Right.
you do, you freak out.
Right.
You just, and you play to the people who are in front of you. And once it starts going, I likened it to when I did Conan the first time, which was, I'm not freaked out, and then there's a minute before you're going on where all the doubt and craziness comes in, and then you are freaked out, and then you step on stage and you get your first laugh, and you go, oh, yeah, this is what
easy.
I do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Right. At
Yep.
one point, I was ad-libbing at the
No.
Garden. Yeah, I'm just throwing stuff
He
out.
ad-libs all the time.
Right,
You know,
no.
You're good at
But
that.
in my head, I'm going, the ball's on you.
Who do you think
Who do you think you are? Ad-libbing in front of Bill Burr at the Boston Garden.
That's insane.
Yeah, it was so much fun. It
and
was
Bill
fun.
must have been so happy.
He was great. We had a ball.
You know who ad-libbed at
Love him.
Comics Come Home? And I'm not making – you asked Lenny this. He at Comics Come Home,
Mm-hmm.
he started talking about reverse mortgages. It started blurting out because he was on our he started I go,
What
and then he backed right off. He goes, I think he knew that he's headed in
He
directions
was
not,
good- he
not,
can't
not-
get
no
out.
one's going to know anything
Yeah.
about.
Reverse.
and he doesn't either.
He did
It was
talk
just the
about
funniest
that?
thing.
Oh
he
my
said,
God.
and I saw him back up. I go, wow, he's just extrapolating all over the place
Wow.
now. So you Comics Come Home second time for you?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I won't be ad-libbing.
Look for Christine Hurley in the red outfit. I
Yep,
can't
I'm
wait.
gonna- it's
That's
beautiful.
so funny you having an
beautiful.
outfit done.
I know. I like that. Are they doing your hair
You had an
and
outfit
everything?
done.
Oh, yeah, and the makeup.
When I was opening for Bill, I think I went to TJ Maxx and got a new shirt. My wife goes, "You getting a new shirt for the garden?" I go, "I guess.
maybe I will."
Yeah, I guess.
My Tony.
Tags
She
are
goes, "At
still
least get
on.
something that fits."
You've got the gift that you look good in anything.
I do.
You don't have to. You don't have to go
The clothes-
extra special.
yeah, the clothes wear me.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
So when's that? This Saturday?
Saturday night, 8:00.
All right.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jim Brewer, Pete Coriel, Bobby Kelly, who
Robert
I
Kelly,
love.
yeah.
Brian Regan.
That's what I was saying to you
Jessica
earlier.
Kirsten.
I wanted to see you and Brian Regan doing a
Yeah.
because Brian doesn't say any foul words at all.
No, he does not.
I'll
never.
change that.
I've never. Yeah.
Not on stage.
You've worked with him, right?
Oh, yeah, many times. Yeah.
He's a good guy. I've
Yeah,
worked
he's-
with him
yeah,
in
he's
Nantucket.
great.
Yeah.
Oh, what do we
Yeah.
have to go?
Yeah, we do have to go.
We're getting reports. So can you guys come back?
No, I'm
love
never.
to.
I'm done. I've had it.
Tony,
Are
I'm
you
not
tired?
coming
You
back
got to
unless Tony
sit.
does.
You got to sit,
I
though.
did.
And
I know.
and you're still tired?
This is an easier part of our job.
Look, and I said this about the Red Sox. You know, people go, "Oh, they must have been tired after that." 18-inning game. I was tired watching it.
Yeah.
And I was just laying on the couch.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
I can't imagine
Nodding
what that
off.
I was
yeah.
tired and I slept the first 9 innings.
Yeah, exactly. That was crazy.
That was
crazy.
awesome.
They did
was
great.
awesome.
They did
Yay,
great.
Red Sox.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did great.
Awesome.
God, we don't have to wait. It was a long wait from their last championship, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for joining us here on the Real Estate House Party. Tony V, Kathy Holtshouser, and Christine Hurley. That
Thank
we
you,
introduced right
honey.
off the bat.
Thank you.
You're the best.
Good job within 37 seconds.
Yep,
Proud of you,
yep.
Ricky. Good job. Thank you for having us, honey.
This is your favorite podcast to do,
Yes, it
isn't
is.
All right.
Yes.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.